Cafeteria Brazil is located in Midtown, just north of downtown Oklahoma City. It's home to the Caparino, it's home to the Bossa Nova at the top, and to Anna Davis. I recently sat down with Anna Davis to talk about her journey to Midtown from Brazil.
Why do I do what I do? Because I love it. I cannot see myself doing anything else. You know, I love coming to work. I love being in the kitchen. I love what I do. You know, I love, when I get over here on a Friday night and I see everyone having a good time, and I go from table to table and I talk to people, and, a lot of times I go back in the kitchen, make something special, bring to them, and, every day, all I ask is to touch one person's life, and I think I do that. You never know who is walking in the door that needs a hug, who needs a word, or special attention, and I just, I cannot see myself doing anything else. I love this stress too.
Anna Davis now spends her days at Café do Brasil, located in Northwest 11th and Walker. But she grew up in the fourth largest city in Brazil, so moving to Oklahoma City was quite a culture shock. But as you'll learn, Anna was full of determination.
I got here in 1983, and I was so disappointed. I remember going to downtown, because in Brazil, downtown, it's where things happened, And I remember there was not one single soul. And it was the factory, the spaghetti factory, and it was the only place. And now you walk downtown, Bricktown, it is fascinating. And 25 years. Imagine what this area is going to look like in about 5 more years. Well, I've always had this dream to come to America, and then I had my next door neighbor that had just got back from U.S., and he was telling me all these great, awesome things about America. So, a few days after I was talking to my younger brother, and I said, I want to go to America. And he goes, why do you want to go to America? Oh, so-and-so came back, and he said it's fascinating, and, I was thinking that I want to go there. And then a few days after, he came to me and he goes, you're talking about going to America? I'm going to America. And I go, I'm going with you. He goes, no, I'll go first. If it is as good as he say, then you come. And I've always wanted to go to another place. I come from a very large family. We are 12 children, and 4 girls and 8 boys. My dad is very conservative, and so I couldn't go to work until I was the age of 22, and because he was very protective. So, and I just wanted to fly. I want to go to different places. I want to, to cut that umbilical cord with all the boys and have the same future that my mother had, with 12 children, and my sister is pretty much just getting married because you have no way out, and I didn't want that. So I really had my next door neighbor telling me about America, and so all that desire to meet other people, learn different cultures, and do something different, and pretty much prove to my dad that a woman, could be somebody without having, to get married, and a woman has its place, and she can have children and all that, but then again, she can do things that, that she wants it. So I came a few days after my brother told me and that he was coming to America, and I go, I'm going with you, and then he said, I'll go first. So we both went to the travel agency, and we looked and we talked to a friend who is the travel agent, and she goes, where do y'all want to go? And he goes, well, I want to go to America, but where? He goes, I don't know. So she opened the U.S. map on her desk, and my brother went like this, bang, Oklahoma City. We had never heard of Oklahoma City.
So imagine moving to Brazil, not even knowing how to speak Portuguese, or even having heard of the city you just moved to. But Anna was full of determination, and she had a goal.
Yeah, in 1994, I was, like I said, I was working for Johnny's. I worked for Johnny's for 6.5 years. And then I started working for Cucina de Mino, and then that's when I fell in love, pretty much with the full service in the restaurant. And I worked there while I was finishing my college. When I finished, they offered me a management position. So I worked in a couple of stores here, and then I went to Tulsa and opened the main store for them. Then while I was in Tulsa, my mother got sick, so I had to leave and go to Brazil. So while I was in Brazil, I was looking around and all these little places and all that, and I go, I can do this on my own, So I came back, and in 2 weeks, my other brother was living in Denver, so I called him up, and I said, Mario, we're going to open our place. And then he goes, well, let's wait. Let's wait until January, and that was June or August. And he goes, no, it's not the right time. Let's wait. Well, the following week, I had a day off. I came to Oklahoma City and looked around the paper. That is this place for rent. I went over there, took one of my very good friends, and the place was filthy. And my friend goes, Anna, it's now or never.
Anna Davis and her brother Mario opened up More Than Muffins, located at 19th and Classen. It's now home to the Guatemalan fare served up by Cafe Antigua. But Anna remembers More Than Muffins starting strong, making $60 the first day, then $120 the next.
And then the second day, we almost doubled, so we go, oh, why? This is awesome. We thought we were on the top of the world, right? From there on, it was $50 and $40, and we start freaking out. But things start getting a little better, but it was a lot of stress. We opened in 1994, and then in '98, he decided to step out, and plus he was not happy. The restaurant just too fast for him, and so I bought him out in '98. And then once I bought him out, and I go, dang, I'm going to change the name, and I'm going to start showing more of who I am. 2000, we purchased the building. We purchased this building here, and it was pretty scary because there was nothing here, so we took a chance. We bought the building, and then we renovated the first floor for my husband to move in. So he moved in. We ran out of money, so I kept the place for a little longer, and then we did the renovation here. And then finished here, and then we went to the Bossa Nova and did the Bossa Nova. So it was almost like 3 phases, And it was a little scary because, moving from over there, and we were closed for 6 months from the transition there to here. I remember when we moved over here, when we're looking for a place, on a Saturday especially, because the little place was so busy, so I would come home every Saturday and tell my husband, we got to find another place. The customers are getting mad. I cannot see them. I cannot serve them. We need to find a bigger place. So we started looking for a bigger place, and then we got this place, and then it was so stressful. I would go home after a full day. Why did we get this place? It was, oh my God, it was too much. But now, now it's so much easier. I have great staff. I have staff that has been here since day one, and they have learned my ways of doing things. They have learned, a lot about, what Café do Brasil is all about. We're about to, know everyone. People come in, we shake hands, we hug, we kiss. That's me. And after all these years, they have seen that, and they pretty much do the same thing. It's like a big family. Like I have no kids, and it's like they're all my kids.
Café do Brasil is open 6 days a week for lunch and for dinner, including brunch on the weekends. But there's more ahead for Café do Brasil and for the Midtown area.
In September, we're going to do the first, it's going to be annual Brazilian festival. We're doing the Brazilian Independence Day on September the 12th. And we're going to be showing a little bit of all the Brazilian cultures, such as the capoeira, the samba, arts. We have a little tent selling art, selling the Havaianas, the flip-flops, gemstones. So we have probably 6 or 7 people selling different things. We have music, a truck of beer outside. We cannot miss that. And food. So it's going to be on the 12th, and from 3 to 10. And my another goal is, and I have talked to Lori Tyler about doing an international festival for the area, and getting all the restaurants involved, and do everybody involved with food, showing a little bit, whatever the culture is for that particular country. So we'll probably be doing that in the spring. That's what we'll be talking about.
Anna says she's learned a lot, and she's seen Oklahoma City grow, including the Midtown area, which now features the likes of McNelly's, Stella, and 1492, among others.
In 5 years, this area has boomed quite a bit. We didn't have anyone here in 5 years. But then again, now we have all the delis. We have McNelly's, which bring great business to the area. Stella's, the Ciber Hotel that had just renovated. We do, it's absolutely wonderful. And also to see that Oklahoma City is getting different places, different cultures. And, my dream when I moved to this area here, and of course I'm not the owner of all these places, but I have talked with the Banta when he was involved with Midtown. It would be the coolest thing to have, for you to park your car, and then you have Greek, you have Italian, you have French, to do the international quarter. It didn't turn out to be like that, but it is still good. But it is still good.